What's up, family? Trail here, and today we have an update regarding the decision by the White House on the student loan forgiveness plan. We now have an official date that you guys want to be on the lookout for coming soon. Also, we have one state that is really pushing hard right now to give Americans another round of stimulus payments, up to $500 payments to be exact. I've got the details, but in order to keep this video short, please take the time to hit the like button for us. It really helps out this video and this channel. Also, I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers, guys, before the end of this year. So if you could help a brother out, okay? But yes, go ahead right now, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into the video. Well, here's something we wasn't expecting to see. New York City health officials have identified polio in their wastewater samples. Yes, according to this report, New York City public health officials urged people on this past Friday to get vaccinated against polio after the virus was detected in samples taken from the city's sewage system, suggesting that it is likely that local circulation of the virus is in New York City. Now, the detection of polio in wastewater in New York City follows the identification of the virus in other sewage samples taken from two New York counties, which is Rockland and Orange County, in the last 2 months. Now, the discovery provides more evidence of local transmission of the highly contagious virus, which can lead to permanent disability and death in the state. Now, so far, guys, at least one person in Rockland County has tested positive for polio so far, though health officials believe that the virus likely originated abroad based on the strain of the virus that was actually detected. Now, it was the first polio case discovered in the United States in years, setting off warnings for health practitioners to be on the lookout for additional cases. And I believe, guys, we haven't had a polio case in the United States for over a decade now. So again, guys, if you haven't been vaccinated as of yet, you might want to rethink that situation and whether or not you want to get you or your family members vaccinated for polio, because as you can see, guys, it could lead to disability. Anyways, guys, moving on, we do have some drastic news that is talking about California. Yes, this could potentially happen over the next few months, next few years. But yes, guys, they are talking about this could be the most biggest, huge natural disaster in history in the state of California. And we are not talking about earthquakes, guys. We are talking about a disastrous mega flood is coming to California, according to some experts. Now, they are saying that this could be the most expensive natural disaster in history. Now, what they're saying is that many Californians fear the big one, but it might not be what you think. It's not an earthquake, guys, and it isn't the mega drought. It's actually the exact opposite. Yes, a new study by Science Advances shows that climate change has already doubled the chances of a disastrous flood happening in California in the next 4 decades. And experts say it would be unlike anything anyone alive today has ever experienced before. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but I have never seen words put together like that sentence right there, guys. Let me repeat it to you. It says that an expert say it would be unlike anything anyone alive today has ever experienced. Wow. California, you got 4 decades. But anyways, guys, it says that the climate scientist with UCLA and the researcher involved in the study describes a mega flood as a very severe flood event across a broad region that has the potential to bring catastrophic impacts to society in the areas affected. He said a mega flood is similar to the 1,000-year flash flood events seen this past summer in St. Louis area in Kentucky, but across a much wider area, such as an entire state of California. Now, these massive floods, which experts say would turn California's lowlands into a vast inland sea, might have previously happened once in a lifetime in the state. But experts say climate change is increasing the likelihood of these catastrophic disasters, causing them to occur more like every 25 to 50 years instead of every 100 years. So, guys, we are not even talking about earthquakes anymore in the state of California. Right now, we are talking about a mega flood, which could potentially be the entire state being flooded. The biggest disaster that we have ever seen, which, as according to this particular sentence in this article, it says that it is pretty much something that we have never seen before. But anyways, guys, if you live in California, you might want to think about this over the next decade or so and figure out what you want to do as far as whether you want to keep you and your family living there, or if you want to go ahead and move down to the best state in history, which is Texas. But anyways, guys, hey, moving on. Well, yes, guys, you know about the raid on the former President Donald Trump, in which they raided his home in Mar-a-Lago in Florida last week. And ever since then, guys, Republicans have been going against everything in relation to the FBI agents that have put this particular raid in place. And the Republicans are really not happy, which has caused a lot of the former President Donald Trump's supporters to actually be putting out different types of threats targeting FBI agents. Now, this is all in reference to the raid on former President Donald Trump's home. And yes, guys, this is not a good thing, guys. And officials are warning that these threats are really targeting FBI agents, and it is not a good thing to do. They are saying in a statement that, look, there are renewed warnings for threats targeting federal agents following the search of former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. It comes after an Ohio man who was an apparent Trump supporter was killed in an hours-long standoff when he allegedly attempted to break security at an FBI office. So, yes, guys, we are dealing with this right now. And also, the FBI bulletin warns of a dirty bomb threat, which is increasing calls for civil war after the raid of Mar-a-Lago. Now, the FBI and DHS bulletin states that one particular threat involved the placement of a so-called dirty bomb in front of FBI headquarters. Guys, this is not good at all, guys. This is really not good. And I believe that the former President Donald Trump, after reading this particular headlines and seeing that his supporters are calling for all war to go against the FBI agents, he, being a leader and a previous leader, needs to stand up and do something about it. He needs to call out his people, his supporters that are really fighting for him. He needs to call them out and say, look, guys, I know you support me, but we do not need to promote violence in this country. We do not need to go after and threaten our FBI agents or any type of other authority out there. We do not need to post crime, because that is exactly what happened during the Capitol riot on January the 6th. And yes, guys, I believe that former President Donald Trump should go ahead and speak to his people on his new social media site as well as in the public eye and call off these threats, call off these warnings that people are going after FBI agents as well as other police authorities in this country. He needs to do something about it, guys. But anyways, it's saying right here that the bulletin from the Department of Homeland Security and Federal Bureau of Investigation was sent a law enforcement agency's warning of increased threats following the FBI's execution of a search warrant at the former President Donald Trump's estate. So anyways, guys, general calls for civil war and armed rebellion have also increased in the recent days on social media. But guys, hey, do you agree with me? Do you think that former President Donald Trump needs to speak to his supporters and tell them to stop putting these threats out? We do not need any more crime in this country. I mean, enough with the mass shootings already. Why do we need to have particularly other people fighting for a former president to go ahead and kill others? I mean, guys, this is getting ridiculous. But yes, Donald Trump needs to stand up and say something to his supporters out there so that he can actually calm them down. But anyways, guys, let me know how you feel about this down below in the comment section, guys. Let me know if you think the same way that I do, or if you actually feel different than that, which is totally fine. I'm entitled to my opinion as well as you are. But like I said, guys, always be respectful in the comment section. But anyways, moving on, guys, we do have a bit of good news in regards to the student loan forgiveness decision by the Biden administration as well as President Biden. We know that he said that he was going to have his final answer sometime by the end of the summertime, which school is starting right now, and kids are going back to school, which is a good thing. I'm definitely excited about that. But anyways, guys, we do have official word that the decision on the student loan forgiveness will come before August the 31st. 31st. The Biden administration has confirmed that information. So again, guys, we will continue to look out for that particular date, and hopefully this favors for the American people who hold a large amount of money as far as student loan debt. But anyways, guys, we should have that answer by the end of this month. Moving on, we also have some information in regards to a governor of Georgia. And what do you know? This is the state that actually switched from sides from being Republican over to Democratic in the last presidential election. And yes, that governor, Governor Kemp, he is now pledging to send out a second round of tax refund checks. Yes, the first round came earlier this year. And yes, he wants to spend the rest of the stimulus aid that came from the federal government. He wants to use that money and spend it right now and just give it directly to the American people. Because most of this reason is because his opponent that he is running for re-election with, I believe, which is Stacey Abrams of Georgia, she wants to use that stimulus money to provide and to create new types of programs to offer to low-income families, in which Governor Kemp says that that is not the best way to spend this money, because once you use that money to create these programs, then you have no money left, and these programs are still sitting stalled because they haven't been created successfully, or they have pretty much exhausted all of the funds altogether. So yes, Governor Kemp, he wants to use that money right now, which I believe, which was around $2 billion from his state budget. He wants to take that money and actually offer it to his residents in the respective state. And he wants to give it out in different forms of money, in between $250 up to $500 for each taxpayer. Now it says right here that earlier this year, the state issued refund checks of between $250 to $500. And now Governor Kemp wants to offer a second round of stimulus payments as well to his residents. Now it talks about it right here. It says that Governor Brian Kemp announced on Thursday that he will seek a second round of tax rebate checks to Georgia taxpayers and the return of a state property tax rebate. Yes, the state income tax refund checks would be worth $250 to $500 to taxpayers, as they were earlier this year, and an average of $500 to homeowners, according to the governor's office. Now, he said that both measures will be submitted to next year's budget. If Kemp is reelected, Stacey Abrams has offered a mirror proposal for the same refund checks, but opposes the property tax rebate. Now, Georgia previously issued these tax refund checks earlier this year, drawing the state surplus earlier this year as well. But that $1.6 billion measure drew out of a $2.2 billion surplus and provided for $250 to $500 payments to the state taxpayers. According to the Associated Press, Georgia ran a surplus of about $5 billion for the year of 2021 through 2022 fiscal year that concluded at the end of June. So yes, guys, like I said, Brian Kemp proposes giving out $2 billion to Georgia taxpayers amid the election contest with Democratic Stacey Abrams. So again, guys, he doesn't want her to be able to use this money to create these different types of programs for low income as well as moderate income individuals. He wants to just go ahead and give that money directly to the residents of the respective state of Georgia. So guys, if you live in Georgia, tell me, what do you think about this? Do you think that that money should be allocated to create these new types of programs? Or do you believe that the money will be more well spent by just providing it to the taxpayers in the state? Let me know how you feel, guys. Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm curious to see how you guys feel about this, but I almost think that you guys are going to say that they just need to just go ahead and give the money directly to the taxpayers and the residents of Georgia. But anyways, guys, let me know how you feel about this. But anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this information in this video. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.